Alright, real quick before we get started, we got the 31 Chrysler and we're going to do a paint job on her. We're going around the whole car. What she has is she's got real nice metal everywhere, but she's got some blistering going on underneath of the paint, popping out, getting ready to just come out all through the sides. We got some blistering down through the centers. We have the same thing going on in the back and chipping in lower places. What the major things is we have the cracks that are coming through here and here on both sides. And we have crackage and all coming through right in here on both sides. We have a couple places right here which are all going to come out. I'll go through showing you step by step, but we're going to just go over this car and fix some of the preliminary spots. We're going to disassemble the fenders, the hood, a few different parts on it. We're going to address all the blisters, sand the whole thing down, fix the bad areas, and blend the whole car back together. We'll show you all of it step by step as we go along. All right. There's Jenny writing notes for the morning. Okay. Alright, basically pop the light bulb apart. What you do is turn it, pop out of two slots that are on both sides. And the light bulb itself, you just push in and turn the light bulb. If I can get the right light and see what I'm doing. There, the light bulb's out. And you take this part, and you see what you have on the inside of your light. If you can come in here, you got some exposed, broken through wires. And the old wiring is just dry rotted. Look, I can crack it apart with my fingers and just strip it with my finger. So this is potentially going to give you a wiring short out everywhere. I got this going on all through the wiring harness. It's taped and sponged back together. So you're going to see us go through and change the entire wiring harness out of the car. And if you look around, I've went around with a magic marker and we're just hitting every place that's got a blister, a bump, a dot, a dent, and addressing it so it's all marked out. It's a light colored car, so you can miss some things. So we're just going around marking every single spot. I'm gonna back over it, and I'll show you again later. Hey, just giving you a quick look. These are normal things you run into in just a disassembly. I mean, we're taking this thing apart to paint, and we were planning on doing the wiring because there is other wiring problems going on. But if you see these wires right in here, they just, as soon as you touch them, they fall apart. That's all bare wire. So we're going to rebuild these, redo the sockets, redo everything, clean it up, and put new wiring to it. So they just plug and button in, but we're going to redo this wiring and change all this. And a lot of the wiring is just dried out, fragile. So that's where we're at. I'm just a couple quick things. Alright, give you a quick rundown. We popped off the front fender, back fender, and running board. I don't know if you looked at the other one when we were doing some of the undercarriage and addressing all the things underneath. This running board step side here on the side has just been, you know, normal. Hacked together. It's had years of abuse. Everybody's tried to patch it and go back together. So I'm going to make a new piece for this real quick and straighten all this up. Not a big deal. Get rid of these things. And but overall, man, this little car's in really good shape. That running board is nothing. There isn't any rust so far. The only rust I'm accumulating on the car in any which way is right where the bolts are. The bolts are really more rusted than anything. If you look at here, this is just breaking through with some old brown oxide, red oxide primer. We're just going to give this thing a nice sand down, and this is all really just red oxide primer. Little brown spots are not rust. And this is where somebody else has done it. And this car was done back in, what was it, 92? 91? You know, so I'll let you see it as we do some more to it. Alright, just going over a couple of the unforeseen things. We ended up having to pull some of the interior. Underneath of that, they puttied over that. That's just a crack through the inside body of the car right here. That outside spot. We got the same on this side. Come around here, that is this spot right here. And you get right there, it's just a crack. So we're going to go on the inside and tack weld that, and then do the lead and do everything to repair it. So it's got a good, it's just going to crack again. Somebody tried to do it without getting in the car or something. They packed mud in there. It was temporary. It's been cracked for a while. We got the same thing up here. All right, here we are again real quick. Getting ready to weld up that line. Welder's in here. You see here I ran some weld through paper, so I won't be busting through anything. Do a little sheet of weld through 3M paper right here and let the opening where the crack is. I'm gonna go on the inside, tack her all up, put a floodlight in there, give me a lot of light, and we'll get this handled right away. A couple of spots and we'll be on the body work. Now we're gonna move over to that side, get rid of that crack right up in that corner, same area. Just something that happened. All right, quick look. Just grinded, sanded, took everything out, smoothed it all out so I can do some putty work right here. Did the same thing up here to the top. We're going around on both sides. Then we're going to address these spots in the back. First, we've cleaned all these up. We're going to clean them up and take care of some of the potty work onto it. So that's where we're at real quick. Just give you a quick look. Alright, just giving you a quick look at what I'm doing here. I don't know if I can, I can't flip this over real quick. I look underneath, give you a quick look. Both these brackets, somebody originally just did not put them on properly, but somebody repaired an area. It could have been 30, 40 years ago. It was done real good job with lead. I use lead quite a bit. Not a lot of people still do, but I went through and removed all the lead and hammered and dialed this real nice and straight and re-welded the inner bracket in. This one is just a ripped up, torn up hole, and I'm getting ready to deal with it. So that's where we are there. Other fenders and stuff over there have been sanded. This has all been put in primer. I'm getting ready to re-primer this area. This area here, I've blocked and sanded all these around here and smoothed all that up and re-welded and fixed all this inside and outside. Car's moving right along. Been about a week on her right now, and I'm getting ready to address these two areas. I put them off and went to helping her do some of the fenders and some of the other things. So I'm getting all that and show you again later. Alright, back on the 31. I'm doing some body putty to her. We went and dug all this out. I did a little bit of video and some pictures and re-welded these lines in here, dug all the rust out. It was a seam attachment there from this piece to this piece that was done. Could have been done back all the way in the beginning, 40s, 50s, 60s repair. The lead work was on there, it just needed to be dug out and redone. So we redid that, welded it all up, and cleaned it up. Now I'm just going and doing a little bit. I put some metal glaze on here on both sides, smooth it up with some 80. I'll go down to about 120, 180, and get some primer on the back of this today. The corners and the upper pieces have all been done. We've sanded all the car down a good bit. That piece there just needs to be finished up. We'll start cleaning up around the windows and get it clean. Maybe we'll be able to get some paint on it next week. And I'll show you when we get it all taped up and get it ready to put in primer. That's about it. Hey, here's a fender on the 31 Chrysler. They're in here cleaning in the corner. You can see where somebody had painted this before, and it's typical when you do a shoot and go. Some of the little things I'm running into where they just painted over top of the old undercoating and dirt. It looks like just dirt. She's picking out. It's no rust. She's coming out with clean metal underneath, and it just comes off your fingernail. They just, you know, just wanted to give you a little thing you see. I mean, we're cleaning up all the insides of the fenders and everything. I've done this, all had to be reworked, and we went through and did all this, and we come on the inside and re-welded these back in on both of them, and I'm gonna clean all that up and everything, and then we're gonna actually do them all in urethane stone guard and spray all the inside, so we'll stop all this chipping more, and then we'll paint it. Alright, we got the 31 Chrysler. We've got it outside washing down, got all the body work done, got all the sanding, went down to wet sanding and scrubbing it down and clean it up. Boys up there soaking up the back of it. We're gonna wash it all down, got the pressure washer running, and just gonna clean her all up and get her back inside. That's where she's at right now.